So I'm here with Anthea Payne. Thanks for coming in. We're just going to have a little chat about upcoming retreat.
My goodness, look at this place. It's beautiful. I love the sunshine coming in. Wow. So, listen, I'm really looking forward to the Beltane retreat coming
Yes,
here.
me too.
That was
Me
brilliant.
too. Me too. It's a pleasure having your retreats here.
Oh,
We're
thank
so
you.
lucky with who comes here. And I think every retreat that comes leaves a little bit of magic behind. That's for sure.
Oh,
People comment on that.
Building the energy. Yeah, that is a thing, you know. I think that's really important. And it was so. The last one I did was the winter solstice Hygge retreat, which we're going to do again this winter.
Yeah.
And that's the weekend before Christmas.
And you brought that together so quickly.
I know, it's incredible, wasn't it? It was meant to be.
Yeah.
And then this Beltane one is really, I had thought about doing one about now, which is sort of the Ostara. It's before Easter, but it was the original Celtic Easter tradition. But it didn't come together time-wise. So when something doesn't come together time-wise, let's not do that one.
Okay.
But
that's
the
a good
Beltane,
philosophy.
So the Beltane one was really saying, you need to do me. You need to do me here at tiny homes. And what I love about it is the beautiful cabins that you've got. They're so stylish, so unusual, and people really buy into that as part of it. But being the location next to the forest is beautiful.
Yes, it's so we're so lucky to have the forest for sure.
And so what is it? Beltane's all about springtime and the new blossoms and the birds singing and the new life and the new light coming in. So we're going to be doing so many different things. I've got some beautiful colleagues coming on board because I really wanted to get people moving their bodies. So
well, we all need to do that.
Yeah, you know. So we're going to be doing chakra dancing. We're going to be,
fantastic.
I know, that's like a meditative hour and a half of beautiful different sorts of music taking you through the energy centres. And that's run by a colleague of mine. And then we're going to be doing some embodied breath and movement. So it's not yoga, but we will be moving with the breath and moving our bodies with that. So it's, my goodness, we're going to be doing forest bathing, and we're going to go to the beach and do one of my favourite activities from my one-to-one programs and retreats, which is walking the labyrinth. So with this retreat, there's going to be journaling in advance, journal prompts in advance, so people are prepared when they arrive, and if we have to go to do the labyrinths the first morning.
What does that mean, walking the labyrinths?
Walking the labyrinths, wow. Labyrinths are ancient symbols, and you walk a path that's drawn, and you switch back right and switch back left. You use the right brain and the left brain. They're also.
So is it your own personal labyrinth, or is it something that you create?
I create it on the sand. So the beaches of West White are beautiful with the tides out, and I get in there with an old big umbrella and trace the shapes.
Right.
So we do 3 different labyrinths. There's a spiral, and then there's a
This is fascinating.
But you enter the labyrinth to get found. You enter a maze to get lost. So the difference between a labyrinth and a maze, and it is a meditative practice, but it's also a purposeful practice as well. To see.
So that ties in with the journaling and the intentions.
Yes, exactly.
Gosh, people are going to get a lot out of this. It's going to go quite deep, isn't it?
It is. There's also going to be meditation circle, and I run meditation circle for the new moon every month. So that's going to be transposed to here, and we did one during the Hygge retreat, and it was so powerful. In your studio, the energy was so powerful. It was incredible. It was almost as if there was spiritual energy, if you want for a better word,
well,
wanting
that
to
goes back
come
to what I
in.
was saying about all the other things that happen in there. It leaves a sprinkling.
It does. It does.
Because sometimes even guests that are here staying for a holiday will comment on the atmosphere. It's lovely atmosphere.
Lovely energy, isn't it?
And what's the dates again for this one?
Okay, so it is the bank holiday weekend at the beginning of May. So that is I think it's the 30th of April through to the 3rd of May.
And it finishes on the Sunday, so if people have the Monday off, then they've got the Monday off.
Exactly, which is wonderful. So It's going to start about lunchtime on the Thursday and finish lunchtime on the Sunday. So it's 3 nights, 4 days. So
And that's a really nice amount of time,
isn't it?
I mean, it's nice to, you know, not always that people can commit to a longer one, but if you can, you get such benefit from it.
That's it, the benefit. And it's a real investment in yourself. So a lot of retreats are like a little holiday.
Yes.
And that's not, this is a little holiday, but it's a little holiday with self-focus.
I think that's why retreats are becoming so much more popular and a lot more accessible for people. And when I mean accessible, I mean people are actually a bit more open to them and understanding. And that's the great thing about social media and being able to spread the word about things, isn't it?
That's right. And there's some wonderful websites out there that, and Facebook pages actually, that actually gather lots of different retreat organisers, and then I've promoted it onto those, and there's thousands of members, so there's thousands of people looking for them. So there is a need.
Yes,
like the Hygge retreat, like you said, it just within a month.
That
It
was
was-
super quick. You pulled that one together so quickly.
It just-
Hats off to you there.
Thank you. That was like a download. It's like, you have to do this. Okay, I'm going to do it. But I'm drawing on my past experience, and so I'm well within my comfort zone. So historically, I used to organise conferences and events, and internationally
know
as well.
that.
Didn't you?
No.
Yeah, so I used to do medical conferences, and I was in financial conferences and events and incentive travel, and then I had my own company doing it. So
That explains a lot.
Oh, does it?
No, in a good way.
Oh, okay.
I've never known anybody more organised.
Oh, really?
Proper clip. You actually do have a clipboard, do you not?
I've got a few.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
I have a clipboard.
Fellow clipboarder.
You need it.
I do need it.
And I
for
printed
sure.
out the programme for you as well. And that is really, so event management is like project management. So you've got to sort of, and you actually really have to visualise what this is going to look like. And it's visualise how it's going to be, and then how much time is this going to take? How much time is this going to, do I need to speak on here, or is this activity going to take? And then you give it time frame, and it sounds very restrictive, but from an organiser's point of view, without that, you don't. The things don't just happen all by themselves. You have to help them along.
Well, I think that explains a lot, and it's also a big USP. That really makes sense that you've got that background with a sprinkling of woo-woo.
Oh, absolutely. I love you call it woo-woo. That's spirituality. But I did a degree in history of ideas, which is looking at the history of religion and the history of science and how they split apart.
History of ideas.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a bit like philosophy, but it's a kind of the history of philosophy and the history of science, and how Galileo, for instance, was put under house arrest for saying that actually the Earth goes around the sun, and not everything goes around the Earth, and not everything goes around the Pope. So it's not an anthropocentric world. It's it's a huge universe out there.
Very interesting. That's very interesting indeed. Because I've got good friends who are more science-based, and I'm perhaps a little bit more, I wouldn't say I'm more spiritual than them, I don't mean it like that, but they like to have proof of stuff, but the two things, ideas, it's all ideas, isn't it? Oh, we could go into our
Well, it's all energy. We were talking about your beautiful studio having this sparkly dust, right, going on there, that sprinkle of energy. Science is kind of catching up with what the spiritual, if you like, woo-woo crowd have been saying for a long time. I mean, Tesla, Einstein, everything is energy. Look at, there's loads of quotations, and now quantum physics is actually saying, if you look inside a cell, inside a neutron, inside an atom, inside an electron, when you go really inside, there's nothing there. It's just a vortex of energy. So everything is energy, right? So we're sitting on this lovely sofa in this beautiful, stylish, tiny home. And when we get up, this sofa's going to be nice and warm where we've been sitting, because our energy and cells vibrating has started making the sofa's cells start vibrating, and we've transferred heat. Energy.
Oh, Anthea.
Oh my God, we can talk forever. Sorry, we've gone off on it.
So, I mean, I'm going to suggest that people go and have a look at your website. I'll put a link in the comments and things below, so people can find out
Lovely.
more about you, because
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to want to.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
There's a lot on Facebook. If you look up Anthea Payne Healing, that's great. Did